I think there's one very simple thing that you need to do, and anybody can do it. And in fact, it's what you're doing right now. It's listening. Listening is the number one most important part of communication. And if you don't listen, really actively listen to your spouse, your kids, your co-workers, your friends, your family, you don't really know those people at all. You've got to stay awake, stay alive, keep listening, and also listen to yourself. That's a big part of that too. Listen to your instinct, listen to your heart, listen to your body, and that will give you all the information that you need to take action and get everything that you want out of your life.
It's the Health in the Real World podcast. It's time to start the show with Chris Janke as your host. Here to give you everything that you need when it comes to fitness strategies. We keep it simple and easy. It's your roadmap to get healthy. You don't need equipment and you don't need a gym. Just the right strategies to get you fit and trim.
Hello and welcome to the Health in the Real World podcast. I'm Chris Janke, joined today by Joanne Mallon. Joanne was a guest late April on the podcast, and it's a pleasure to have her back again. Joanne, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Nice to see you again, Chris.
You too. Today's format, we might follow what your podcast does, the 5-minute, what do you call it? It's a 5-minute motivation or?
The podcast is called 5 Minutes to Change Your Life. And each episode is only 5 minutes long, and they focus on one particular topic. So I've got one on how to be less stressed, how to be more confident, how to let go of things in the past. So sometimes quite big subjects, but I really try hard to get something useful for the listener in there. So there might be something for them to think about, or maybe something for them to write down, a written exercise, or something to do. But the idea is that you can listen for those 5 minutes and you will go away with something practical that will help change your life in a good way.
How frequently do you post those episodes?
At the moment, I'm doing 2 a week. The first month I did 3 in a week, but I've realized now that in order to be able to take big subjects and cover them in 5 minutes, it takes an awful lot of thinking. It takes hours and hours of thinking to do the 5 minutes work. Yeah, two good ones a week. It seems to be what's working at the moment.
Perfect. Yeah, I think it's almost harder to take all of that information and condense it into 5 minutes than it would be to just ramble on for hours.
But I think it's important to do, because I love listening to podcasts, but so many of them are incredibly long, and they can be fascinating to listen to those extended conversations. But we've all got the same 24 hours in a day. I was hungry to listen to more shorter podcasts, and I've created something that maybe other people seem to resonate with that too. I think people are more open to giving something a try when it's short. I'm not signing up for a whole hour of listening to this person talking before they get to the point. 5 minutes and we're done, and that's good.
And that's the first thing when I'm searching YouTube for something and looks like an interesting video. First thing I do is look at how long this is going to take me. And if I don't know the person, I think anything longer than 5 minutes, I'm probably not going to listen to it.
That's it. I think today, if you're going to create more content in a world that is awash with millions of hours, more than any of us could ever listen to or look at or read or whatever, there's got to be a reason why your thing exists as opposed to anything else. I'm taking a less is more kind of approach to it.
Yeah, I agree. What are do you have it in front of you, or do you remember what are some of the most recent topics? I just want to use this as a little bit of a preview, and then we'll wrap up.
It's probably unsurprising in the world that we're living in now that the most popular topics seem to be about stress and about worry. In fact, I did 2 episodes about worry. I did how to worry less, and then how to worry less now, looking at right now and everything that's going on in the world. The second one, how to worry less now, that's, I think, one of the most popular episodes, because people are they're struggling, it's difficult, and they're looking for some kind of help. And I did an episode, it's called The Art of Letting Go, and it's about moving on from your past. And that's been incredibly popular because I think a lot of people they want to move on into the future and let go of the stuff that's dragging them down.
Instead of your life being dictated by the memories, you want it to be driven by something in the future that's compelling you and pulling you toward it. Joanne, I want to give you a chance to wrap up in the vein of the 5 minutes to change your life. Your motivational speech, somebody who is listening maybe at a graduation ceremony or at a business talk, what's your motivational speech to them on how they can get the most out of their lives?
Okay, to get the most out of your life, I think there's one very simple thing that you need to do, and anybody can do it. And in fact, it's what you're doing right now. It's listening. Listening is the number one most important part of communication. And if you don't listen, really actively listen to your spouse, your kids, your co-workers, your friends, your family, you don't really know those people at all. You've got to stay awake, stay alive, keep listening, and also listen to yourself. That's a big part of that too. Listen to your instinct, listen to your heart, listen to your body, and that will give you all the information that you need to take action and get everything that you want out of your life.
I love it. The power of listening. That's great. Well, again, we're talking with Joanne Mallon. Joanne, the name of your podcast again, 5 Minutes to Change Your Life. Where can people find that?
So 5 Minutes to Change Your Life is wherever you listen to podcasts, you'll find it. It's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music. Anywhere you'll find it out there. Just search for 5 Minutes to Change Your Life, and hopefully you'll come and have a listen.
Perfect. Health in the Real World. I'm Chris Janke with Joanne Mallon. Thank you, everybody, so much. And make sure to check out Joanne's podcast. Thanks, Joanne.
Thank you, Chris.
Thanks for listening to the Health in the Real World show. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below. Visit mycorebalance.com to learn more.